Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Me Driving to Work. I am your host slash chauffeur, Darkness 30XX of the crew. Name is there in the corner. You go ahead and follow along Facebook and YouTube at the Black Hood Crew. Twitch, Twitter, Steam, Trovo has the same name there. And finally, TikTok at the same name where I post some stuff occasionally. It is Tuesday, February 8th, 2022. And I am on my way to work, like I said, in this video. Quick little thing. Last night at work, completely and unnecessarily busy, but then again, it was Monday. And Monday, at some point, the booking out, Monday is that day. So it's just going to be unnecessarily busy. That's literally every hospital. Why is Monday that day? I'll tell you exactly the reason why. Nobody wants to go to work. We figured the day would be Sunday, but they're not going to waste Sunday. They're not going to waste Sunday. They're going to take them on a Sunday and relax. Usually Sundays is when you catch, football games, sports things, anything of that nature. It's usually on a Sunday. So, instead, being in the hospital for XYZ sports or extracurricular reason, they'll wait till Monday. And it's just an all-day thing literally from when the sun starts to rise to late into the evening. Everybody and their mother showing up on a Monday because they do not want to go to work. They'll get work notes. They'll use the come on, let's go. They'll use their discharge paperwork as proof they were in the hospital. Because discharge work is dated, reason for visit, location of where they went, all that stuff is in there. So it's not, and that stuff you can't print it out because usually it has, various codes, numbers that, if other people wouldn't have access to your personal information. So, not possibly replicating something. People just don't want to go to work, so go to the hospital on Monday so that they can get out of going to work for a couple days, rest of the week, what have you. Personally, I think it's unnecessary. Come on. I have no problem going to work. I've been at work and honestly shouldn't have been, due to how I'm feeling and all of that. But, what a work. Don't go to the hospital. Don't do stuff to yourself that'll make you need to go to the hospital. There's always one. We had a patient last night, a young lady, who wrote on her paperwork, not even that she was having it, not that it felt like she was having it, no, just straight up wrote heart attack on the paperwork. That's what she wrote. 21 years old, wrote heart attack on the sign-in sheet. Right then and there, I knew she was full of crap. So, come to find out, she had been doing drugs. having a very poor reaction to the drugs. Illegal drugs, not prescription drugs, like illegal. And then, to add insult to injury, maybe an hour or so later, full on history fit. I guess he's coming down from the drugs and had just a bad trip. They had to sedate her to put her out. Boom. Boom. And then the runner-up for let me see what I can do to myself to get me thrown into a hospital is the genius that shot himself in the leg while cleaning himself. Which, like the story with the heart attack drug addict, is full of crap. No self-respect gun owner, their weapon loaded. Even if you remove the magazine, you still feel the pain. No self-respecting gun owner does what this guy did. Clean a loaded weapon. And he's the exact reason why. Shot himself in the leg. When they told me we had a GSW, a gun shop, in the back, I was like, I didn't see any paperwork. I didn't see any ID. I didn't see any. So I figured, okay, this wasn't a medical clearance. This wasn't anything involving the law, at least at that particular time. And they basically said, no, because he rolled up. I guess he walked up. With his condition, he managed to get himself to the door and proceeded to say, I've been shot, or I shot myself. I don't know, I wasn't there. But he made it aware that he had been shot. And they proceeded to take him back immediately, which I understand, again, he's just shot. So, immediately taken into the bath, and the nurses are the ones that asked him the ID, not the street. Asked him the ID. I sign him in. I do a quick verification, given the fact that they were already working on him for the gunshot wound in his leg. I pulled this maneuver. Instead of verifying name and date of birth, I just said, what is your middle name? Gave me the middle name. That was our patient. So, yeah. They went ahead and closed him up as best could, and he was immediately transferred. In that time, police showed up because, when it comes to incidents like this, if there's a firearm involved, the police have to get involved, especially to show up to an emergency care. Now, personally, do I think it was self-inflicted? No. I think this guy was wrong place, wrong time, or hell, was involved in something that ultimately led to him being shot. I don't know. But you shoot yourself in the leg while cleaning a loaded weapon. Again, no self-respecting, educated gun owner cleans a loaded weapon. Just asking for trouble. That's pretty much mean for you to shoot yourself. Ask anybody that owns a gun, whether it be small arm, rifle, of any kind, and they'll tell you. Like, even when it comes to shotgun, whether it be action automatic or what have you, you never ever clean a weapon before first confirming and then reconfirming that it is a ball live ammunition. That means the magazine is removed and the chamber is clear. What was this guy thinking? I have no idea. Clearly, he wasn't thinking. But then again, that goes back to My actual theory is that he didn't shoot himself. Someone else did. But what do I know? I don't know. Anyway, so that was my eventful evening last night, on top of it just being overly busy. Other than that, had pretty decent conversations with my coworkers, all the while working. When it comes to, my coworkers are, come on, hey, you're gonna run in front of me anyway. Anyway, yeah. If you can't get along with your coworkers like I do, it only drags out. Mind-numbing it is. Yeah. That's why many people refuse to leave a job. In any capacity, usually because of the quality of their coworkers. Now, the number one reason why people leave a job is not actually the pay. But I wouldn't mind being paid minimum wage, all that stuff. As long as I was able to handle bills and stuff like that. As long as my coworkers are good people to hang out with. If they're tired now, you know what I mean? But yeah, the number one reason why people leave a job, voluntarily quit, is because of the management, people in charge. That's the number one reason why people leave a job. They leave employment. They voluntarily leave. Not because of the pay, because of what they're looking for. Toxic work environments are not fun at all. They are essentially the exact opposite of fun. And if it's toxic because of a fellow employee, okay, there's stuff that can be taken to, stuff in a position where you don't have to work with that employee or anything like that. But try. Jesus. Anyway, yeah, if it's another employee, okay, that there's HR for that. There's things that because HR is friend. Let's get that out of the way. Human resources is not your friend. They're not there to protect you. They're there to protect the business from you. So, if an employee really gets to work environment that would impede the business, they're going to step in. They're going to either relocate or remove that toxic employee. However, if it's the manager, the employer, the supervisor, somebody of a position of authority that's creating a toxic work environment, they're not going to touch it. HR is just going to do it. They might make notes, they might make, attempts to contact various people and inform them of the situation. Especially if the person is lower on the totem pole than any about a supervisor or manager, and you can go way above their heads and go and say, a VP, CFO, CEO, an owner or something like that, and say, hey, look, this manager, the supervisor, they're creating a toxic work environment, and it's only going to lead to a hit in your bottom. Yeah, they're going to become involved. Thoroughly become involved. Because again, A business is there to make money. So if there's anybody that is that business's ability to make money, yeah, yeah, they're gonna want to get involved and make sure whoever is creating that environment is good. But don't assume that again, each is your friend, because they're not even close. So it's another day. It seems to be kind of cloudy today, but it was sprinkling earlier. So I was leaving the house, even though the sun was out. So yeah, pretty hot today. It's gonna roll, hopefully better than yesterday. I'll be working with something exact same as last night. Good week, very good week. It definitely makes me more enjoyable. So hopefully we'll have a much better evening, better quality video. Because quantity is not a problem. And you gotta wait, guys. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But like when it comes to quality of patient, like it's one thing to have a ton of patients, but all those patients, you know, understanding, courteous, and have the like but it's at bottom of the barrel, low quality. Hey, I called 911 because I'm stuck on the toe, but everything is fine. Or I called 911 because of an issue I already know is a problem. I just didn't want to drive myself. Like, people like that. But I'm talking about bottom of the barrel. I mean, the rude, the inconsiderate, you know, they're just downright terrible, terrible people. Being on the way, as always. Yeah. Quality over quantity. Because again, I mean, the quality of people that comes in sometimes is just absolute worst. And all that does is just bring you in. Like you got, you know, a ton of people that have just been, you know, kind, understanding, just in general, you know, they are not terrible people. The second you get that one that, you know, is rude, yells at you, starts complaining about the wait time, immediately your entire unit is going to break down. It's not necessary, really. It is not required to be a nice and disgusting person. Just yesterday, I touch on it occasionally because it's a serious thing. Seriously, like, it just brings down morale. Needlessly brings down morale when you have to deal with someone who's just downright terrible, you know? Needlessly. Right. So I've arrived here, definitely early, always a good decision. But I'm going to stick around for a couple minutes with you guys. Anyway. Yeah, just We got to be better people. You just got better. Because it is not okay to treat other people like garbage, regardless of what type of work environment it is. You know, it's not cool. Really, it's not. But next time, think before you're going to confront somebody whose help you require in order to get additional help or further help. You know, like, perfect example, retail. You go into a store and you're looking for something, right? You're looking for a particular item. So you go to an employee. Now, if you politely ask them, yeah, hi, excuse me, how you doing? Can you help me find this? That's all it takes, just a few seconds of being kind, courteous. And they'll be like, sure, no problem. They're in the middle of something, they'll say, give me 1 second, let me finish this, and I'll take you over my stuff. And they'll be more than happy to take you to what you're looking for. Hi, follow me, it's right this way. What you're looking for is right here. Simple, easy peasy. But if you come at them and say, where is this? They're going to be more inclined to say, I'm sorry, it's my first day. Sorry, I don't know. Or apologies, I need to finish this. They're going to be less inclined to help you. And I don't blame them. Not at all. Because I've had to deal with rude people before. Rude people do not get help properly. Rude people get skipped over. That's just how it is. Especially now where, the likelihood of being fully staffed is low. Mostly because businesses refuse to pay their people adequately. That employee's time becomes more precious. It becomes more sought after. So they're now in a position to basically say, yeah, I don't have to help you. I don't have to go out of my way to provide excellent customer service. No, they're not. Unless you give them reason to. And that's where the kindness, the courtesy, that's where that comes in. You want someone's help? Give them a reason to want to help you. Give them a reason to go the extra mile, to personally handle something for you. I do it all the time. Whenever I have patients that come in through the emergency room entrance, but for an outpatient procedure, usually I have an appointment, whether it's X-ray, CT, MRI, usually MRIs in the evening. When a patient presents for their appointment, if they are soft-spoken, kind, understanding of the situation, I personally walk those people over to where they need to go. Even though it's literally down the hall, I personally won't. But if they come at me sideways, we're not playing that game. You have to go down there and go up. And that's it. I don't play that game. Now, if we're busy, that's a different story. I go, hi, I say, excuse me, I would walk through myself, but we are very busy at the moment. You're not going too far. No, just down the hall toward the left. Simple. But again, that depends on the patient. I am more than willing to be kind and courteous if you come at me in kind. But if you come at me sideways, I'm going to come back sideways. So We reached the end. I will go ahead and see you guys tomorrow night, 9 p.m. I'll be live streaming from home. We're going to be playing for the first time ever. I've never played this game before. Cyberpunk 2077. I have never played this game before. I literally bought it the other day. I've seen pictures. I've seen other people play it, but they're usually replaying it. This is a first time ever. Never played Cyberpunk. So we're gonna go ahead and play Cyberpunk 2077 together. Until then, remember, name is there in the corner, BAC_Darkness30XX. Find me on the Black Hood Crew at YouTube and Facebook. Then Twitch, Twitter, Steam, Trovo at the name there in the corner. Follow along on TikTok where I post dumb stuff occasionally. Until then, have a good day, have a good night, and be excellent, please.